Hello, my dear friends. Today I am going to start a new lesson, grade 11, lesson number 9, percentages. This is on your grade 11 book, part 2 book, lesson number 9, percentages. And I'm not going to talk much about this lesson because you have seen this lesson before this grade 11. I think it's on grade 9 and 10 books also, and therefore you have some review exercise on your book, page number 1, the first page of the second book, review exercise for this lesson. And I'm going to explain a little bit about this review exercise, and I'm expecting to do some just one or two questions from this review exercise. Okay, let's start. Question number 1 of the review exercise. Question number 1. 12% of I'm doing this one as an example, okay, just for the example, and I'm not going to do the whole thing in here. Question number 1a. 12% of 800 rupees. 12% of 800 rupees. Okay. Now, we have some short method for doing this. These are the questions. 12% of 800 rupees means 100% should be equal to 800 rupees. Okay, 100% should be equal to 800 rupees, and they ask about what is the portion of 12%. Okay, what is the portion of 12%? If 100% is equal to 800 rupees, then what is the portion of 1200 should be equal to the 800. Okay, now in here we have some short method like this. Okay, we can multiply this two. Now at the beginning you have to write this statement. In this type of questions, if you need, you have write these statements, and then you can multiply these two numbers together and divide by 100. Okay, 100%. If 100% is equal to 800, okay, 100% is equal to 800, then what is the portion that should be equal to the 12%? Then you can multiply these two numbers together and divide by 100. Okay, then 800 into 12 and divide by 100. Okay, then if 12 out of 100, then what is the portion for the 800? Then, so what is the answer? You can cut off these two zeros, and 12 into 8, 96. Okay, 96 rupees. 96 rupees is equal to 12%. 96 rupees is equal to 12% of 800. Okay. That is for the first part, and then I will do another part for you. The second question of the review exercise. A shopkeeper buys a wristwatch for 500 rupees and sells it for 600 rupees and calculates the profit as a percentage. Calculate the profit as a percentage. Okay. In here, now we have to find the profit in rupees at first. Okay, we have to find profit at rupees at first, and what is the cost price and selling price. Okay, cost price is 500 rupees and selling price is 600. Then what should be the profit? 100 rupees. Okay, therefore profit should be 600 minus 500 and 100 rupees. Okay, profit should be equal to 100 rupees. Okay, then this 100 rupees profit, the seller get this 100 rupee profit while he has a 500 cost. Okay, then we can create some mathematical formula using these statements. Okay, if the cost is 100 for 500, if the profit is 100 for 500 cost, then what is the percentage of that one? If the profit is equal to 100 rupees for 500 cost price, if the profit is 100 rupees for the 500 cost price, then what is the percentage of that profit? This should be the statement or the formula. Okay, then equals the simple mathematical simplification, and 100 over 5 means 20%. Then what is the question? The profit as a percentage. What is the profit percentage? Is equals to 20% in here. Okay, now please try to do the whole review exercise at first, and then let's go to the next part. I'm not going to talk very much things about this introduction. Okay, I thought you already knew about these things, and I'm going to start from 9.1. Okay, calculating interest on the reducing balance. Calculating interest on the reducing balance. Okay. Nine point one. Okay. Calculating interest on the reducing balance. The reducing balance. Okay. Now in here we have to calculate the interest with the reducing balance. I'll expect to explain these things with your examples that you got on your books, and please check the example number 1. Okay, Mr. Vikram Singh has borrowed 30,000 as a business loan from a bank that charges an annual interest rate of 24%. 24% is the annual interest rate, not for the month. Okay, and the loan has to be paid back in 6 equal monthly installments, and the interest calculated on the reducing balance. Calculate the value of a monthly installment. Okay, at the beginning, like these questions, we have some the lengthy way. Okay, a lengthy way, and I'll expect to do that one at first for the first time, and let's do it in here. What is the first the capital? What is the capital? Capital means the initial price, initial loan in here. Okay, 30,000. The loan amount. Loan. You should. The important thing here, you should write sentences. Okay, you should write sentences. Okay, loan amount is equal to 30,000. Okay, and the annual interest rate is 24%, and installment 6 installment. Okay, here the loan has to be paid back in 6 equal monthly installments. Then assume if it interest free loan, then what should be the price of monthly installment? What should be the amount of monthly installment if it's installment free, interest free loan? You have to divide this 30 by 6, then it's 5,000 rupees without interest. Without interest is it's 5,000 rupees. Okay, then what is the interest rate? Installment interest free installment amount. Okay, interest free installment amount is equal to 5,000 rupees, and annual interest rate is 24%. Annual interest rate is 24%. Then if 24% is equals to annual interest rate, then what could be the monthly interest rate? You have to divide this 24 by 12. Okay, then therefore monthly interest rate is equal to 2%. Okay, divide, I'll write that one also. 24 over 12 is equal to 2%. Okay, you have to find these things at first. Monthly interest rate is equals to 2%. Okay, now you are okay with the initial simplifications, and then start at the beginning. Okay, I'll erase these things now, otherwise I have much space. Okay, now therefore now you know about the monthly interest rate. Then what could be the interest for the first month? Okay, the interest calculating in here, the method is interest calculating with the reducing balance. Okay, but for the first month there isn't any reducing balance. For the first month it is equals to the capital. Okay, for the first month it is equals to the capital, which means the 30,000. Okay, then if the monthly interest rate is 2%, then what could be the interest for the first month? First month is equals to 30,000 into 2 over 100. Okay, 2 over 100. If 2% out of 100, if 2% out of 100, then what could be the portion for the 30,000? Okay, then now in here it's actually 600 rupees is equals to the interest for the first month is equals to the 600. Okay, it's equal to the 600, and then again interest for the first month, second month, for the second month. Okay, what is the capital value for the second month? Okay, now at the beginning we found that the portion for the loan, the installment without interest is equal to 5,000. Therefore we have to subtract 5,000 from this 30,000, then it should be equal to 25,000. Okay, then it should be equal to 25,000, and this is the capital for the second month. Okay, this is the capital for the second month. Why? 5,000 has already paid in your on the second month, 5,000 already paid on the first month. Therefore, we have reduced 5,000. Okay, we have reduced 5,000 from this 30,000, and again the same method we have find interest for the second month. Okay, then 250 into 2 it's 500. Okay, likewise I going to expect to do whole things up to the first month. Okay, then up to the 6th month. Okay, and what could be the interest for the other months? It's 600 for the first month and 500 for the second month, and for the third month it is equals to 400, and for the fourth month it is equals to the 300, and for the fifth month it is equals to 200, and for the sixth month interest is equals to 100. Okay, now there is some patterning here. For the first month it is equal to 600, and for the second month it is equals to 500, and for the third it is 400, and for the fourth for the second month it is equals to 300, and for the fifth month it is equals to the 200, and for the sixth month it is equals to the 100. Okay, the whole calculating part is on your book, and then we can count the total interest that should pay for that capital loan. Therefore, total interest for 6 months is equal to 600 for the first month, 500 for the second month, and 400 for the next month, and likewise 300 and 200 and 100 instead 100 rupees is the interest for the last month. Then what is the total? 2,100 rupees. This is the total interest. The total interest that should be paid for the capital 30,000. This is the total interest. Okay. Now this is some little bit lengthy way. Okay. This waste too much time for this method. Therefore, it has another short method. Okay, it has another short method. What is the actually in here? What is the value interest for the 1 month? What is the interest for the 1 month? Okay, what is the installment value without interest? What is the installment value without interest for the 1 month? It's 30,000 over what 6, it's equals to 5,000. Okay, this is the installment for 1 month without interest. Okay? This is installment for 1 month without interest. Okay, then let's calculate the interest for this amount, this portion of the capital. If the amount, if the installment is 5,000, then 2% is it's 100 rupees. Okay, then this 100 rupees means the interest for the one portion of installment without interest. This is the 5,000 is equals to the portion of one portion of installment without interest, because the capital is 30,000, and when we divide it by 6 we got 5,000. It's without interest, and then we have to find the interest value for that portion is, it is 100 rupees. Okay, now then we can write this expression: total interest for 6 months, 600, 500, 400, 300, 200 and 100. Okay, now we can write these things like this. This is the all things are, all numbers in here is multiplication of hundreds. Okay, multiplication of 100, 600, 500, likewise. Then we can write this one as like this. 100 is a, we can take this 100 as a common factor, and then 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. Okay, we can get 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. Then these two are same expressions. 6 into 100 is 600, and 100 into 5 500, 100 into 4 400, 300, 200 and 100. Okay, then we can get 100 into 21. The sum is equals to 21. 100 into 21. 100 into 21 is 2100. Okay, 2100, and the two values should be similar. Okay, then we can get this one. Okay, this one by another method. Okay, that is the theory in here. Okay, now this 21 is known as, month units. Month units. If we can found this one on another way, by another way, if we can find this one by another way, then it is very easy to calculate the total interest by using this method. Okay, if we can find the month units by using another way, then we can multiply it with the interest for the one portion of the capital, and then we can get the total interest value, and then we have to add that one to the capital and can be divided by the number of installments. Then there is a little expression, a little formula to find out the number of month units. That is a special theory in here. Okay, then I will erase this one. Month units. Okay, remember the month units is 21. Month unit that we got in here is 21. The month unit is equals to n over 2 and n plus 1. N over 2 into n plus 1. Okay, n is equals to the number of installments. N is equals to the number of installments. Okay, then this is the expression or the formula for the finding month units. Okay, then we can apply this one into that question. Okay, then what we have to do, what is the number of installments that we got on our question? 6. Okay, 6 over 2 and again 6 plus 1, then 3 and 2, 7, 6 plus 1 7, 3 into 7 is 21. Okay, then this is equals to the number that we got at the previous question. Okay, 21 is equals to the month units. Okay, then we can multiply this 21 by what? Then we can find the total interest. Therefore, total interest is equals to 100 into 21. What is that 100? This 100 is the interest for interest for one installment without interest. This 100 is equals to the interest for the one installment without interest. Okay, that means 5,000. Interest for the 5,000. 5,000 is equals to the one portion of the capital without interest. Okay, then 100 into 21 is 2,100 rupees. Okay, we have to add the units, that is compulsory. Okay, otherwise you will lose some marks. Okay, then we can add this total interest into capital. Therefore, the total amount should that the person Vikram Singh paid. The total amount is equals to capital plus total interest. Okay, capital is 30,000 and interest is 2,100. Then 32,100 is the total amount he should be paid. Then what should be the one installment? Then we have to divide this 32,100 by 6. Okay, then therefore value of one installment is equals to 32,100 over 6 is equals to 5,350. Okay, 5,350. Okay, 50 rupees. Okay, then again you can you have another example number 3. There is another example number 3. There isn't any much thing to explain. Then now you can do exercise 9.1 and try to do the whole all questions. There's 7 questions in here. There are 7 questions in here. Then try to do the all questions, and your next part is 9.2 compound interest, and I'll do it on my next video. Okay.